Hey everyone, how are you? Dr. Lisa here, and I am talking to you from my car, but I'm not driving. Do not drive and do those live streams. You're just not paying attention. You shouldn't text and drive and whatever. We're going to talk today about personal accountability for your health and your wealth, and how those two things are tied in. I've been having a lot of goddess chats for upcoming podcasts for Owning Her Health. We'll be back after Labor Day, at Labor Day weekend. Yeah, that Tuesday. And then also for some YouTube conversations, just general conversations. I'm talking a lot of second chakra, sex, money, power, that stuff overlapping, not necessarily saying it in yogi terms, but just so much has been coming about this same concept that I felt like, okay, got the message. This is a conversation to be had. So where do you, and I'm speaking to the ladies, but there's lots of men with this too. Anybody, a lot of caregivers, are you willing to take that big leap forward? Because I know I have an upper limit problem. I had it, that I definitely work with one. A lot of successful people have that. And I was rereading, I had seen some stuff a while ago, but I went and got the Audible of Gay Hendrick's book, The Big Leap. And, when you read something and it's just not the right time for you, and then it becomes the right time for you and you just hear things in a different way. And it was just another reiteration of so many of the women that I work with my Lady Biz PT stuff, getting their voice there, whether it's a platform or it's, get their idea out for a little business or just a different way to kind of make money without, compromising their core values. Whatever it is, it's a lot of the times when I'm working with them, and it's because I had the same thing and I deal with the same thing, and you attract what you know, is that upper limit issue. And it's taking that big leap. And so, I know it. I know that's my client so much that I make my entry-level coaching support under $300. Because that's a big one that people tell me, oh, it's the money. You know what? It's not really the money, because I'm working with a bunch of PTs or yoga therapists, and they go and they drop $600, and then a lot of them are women's health PTs. They drop $700 on a weekend course all the time. And then they go to the clinic and they can't even hardly use half of it. So, or they forget to use it after 3 weeks. So I know it's not that, but I give them that because it's I know what will happen. I know what will happen when we work together. It's that a lot of doors are going to be opened, or a lot of eyeballs opened, and it's a lot of self-discovery. The first thing we do is a health provider index or a caregiver index if they're just more not necessarily in direct healthcare. And it's a lot of eye-opening. It comes with this big report, and it's scary, and it's all about them, and it's not about blame, but a lot of things come up with their core motivators, what their personality is like, their fears, their strengths, which is awesome and what I want them to focus on. But not a lot of them focus on that right away. They get a little overcome by their overexertion points and their stress points and all of this. But here's the thing, and I know that so I want to make it comfortable to go face that. But the reality is, if you're not ready to be that happy and that successful because there's some story, you have an underlying story, and I can spend weeks on that. I made a course online last year with a counselor about, becoming the heroine of your life story, just because that in itself is its own course. But if there's this underlying thing, you don't know how you're a warrior goddess, your inner goddess tribe is just talking to you and conflicting with you, and then you're going to make a business and it's just going to make you miserable. You're just going to follow someone else's thing. You're going to make a program and it's never going to sell. You're going to go and get that new job and it's just going to be just as miserable after it's exciting. You're going to go take all those courses and then you're never going to use them to do anything new. And it's not because you're a bad person. It's because you do. I've done it. You self-sabotage. You self-sabotage because there's something, and everyone's story is a little different, You know, my story is more of all I've ever wanted is calm and safety and comfort in my home. My home's big enough for me. Could it be bigger? Yeah. But like it's bigger than I ever would have had in New York moving down to Charlotte. It's nicer. I built it. I had a 50-year-old home that I had to dormer up and put another $90,000 at least into. And I probably would have had to put more. Like I'm completely satisfied with, I made my own business. And I did that so that I had the flexibility that I wanted. I did it one way following the crowd. And I quickly learned that, you know what? I don't like to manage a lot of staff. I don't. I more want partnerships with people that are sort of entrepreneurial and we all sort of feed into one thing, and then I'll host stuff. I'll be the trendsetter, and I had to learn all of that. So I know. But, you know, you got to think about that. I'm going to leave you with that today of, are you self-sabotaging because you hit an upper limit? And a great book is that Gay Hendrick's book, The Big Leap. Go get that on your Audible, put it in your car like I do, right? I mean, I like reading, I like the annotating, I like all of that, and there's actually brain science that actually helps you learn better and things like that. But come on, we're busy. I just was up at an office with some new partnership, it's not a new partnership, but doing a new project with my friend Mike Hartman, and you know, I had to drive. I had a 30-minute drive I got chapter done. So you got to be real. But that's just another way to self-sabotage, right? Oh, I don't have time to read, so I can't do that self-reflection stuff. Or I can't do that leadership stuff because I got to do this first. Upper limit problem. They call it upper limit problem. So go get that book. Let me know if you think you have an upper limit. Or maybe you never thought about that. Maybe you keep doing these things and you get frustrated. I mean, for a lot of times I was like, you know, I did it. I would say things like, nobody's going to come to my class because it's not like this. Or, so, and you know what? As soon as I was like, I'm opening up, I'm opening up more classes and whatever, and whoever wants to get better, gets better. Whoever wants transformation gets transformation. Whoever doesn't, it's not ready for me. Just go sweat it out. Keep sweating it out and figuring out why you keep making your own problems the same way over and over, or the same things keep happening to you. But when you want to change, you come to my stuff, and within a couple sessions, you'll be changed. As soon as that happened, haven't had a problem. I don't fill my classes because my work is hard, and my workshop, if anytime I have a workshop or an organized thing, I fill that. But you know, that's not the problem. The problem is that I gave myself an upper limit saying, oh, I'm going to, because you know what? That work with those people that need to transform, that first couple, like I said, the work of just going through that health provider index could take the whole 2 months with working with people one-on-one. And that's hard work. And I had to get myself out of, like, you can have a lot of people. So I'd give myself, and I'd be like, oh, I'm only going to have like 4 people on at once working on that. And as soon as I said, you know what, I can do this, I can work with these people because I have systems, and then whatever, fills up my quota. Not a problem. And I'm not saying I don't advertise. You know me. I'm not as consistent as I need to be. Right? It was just my upper limit problem, my stuff. So let me know. Let me know if you have an upper limit, if you notice, and please be excited when you notice. Don't get angry with yourself. Don't start the inner chatter. Because that's just, again, there's your limit. There's your self-sabotage. There's your self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Then you can say, oh, I didn't really try hard enough. That's why it didn't work out. No. Like, you're going to go up there and you're going to succeed and you're going to do that and you're going to be that happy and you're going to have that stuff. But it is going to take some work and re-navigation of what is now and some self-discipline to, like, look at yourself where you're at and work on that, and then just align the rest of the stuff to it. It actually is super simple, but I will not say it's easy, because it's not. All right? So it's like exercise, right? Super simple. Just get on the damn bike. But you don't do it every day, right? But when you do, you feel good, and it works. So I will leave you with that. Let me know. Let me know if this is something that you can relate to, and if you have that, and what you're doing for it. Give other people suggestions. We're just helping each other here in the community, all right? Take care, guys. Thanks for being here. Bye.